Welcome everyone to UMBC, the home of Retriever Nation and one amazing community of inquiring minds. Whether you're interested in the sciences, engineering, computing, arts, humanities, social sciences, or a combination of them all, UMBC is a place that welcomes big thinkers who want to change the world for the better. I'm your host, Alex Boylan, and over the next hour, we're going to explore UMBC's Baltimore and Washington, DC area campuses and learn all about what it means to be a retriever from the students themselves. This is a place where it's cool to be smart, but there's also fun to be had 24/7. So we'll check out the student clubs, the supportive culture, and tons more. And by the end of it, we think you'll be wild for black and gold, just like these fun and passionate students. So settle in for a great episode and welcome to UMBC. This is the College Tour. Now we're off to the Commons, AKA Student Activities Central, to meet Maggie, a junior political science major. If you're eager to connect with other students through clubs, cultural activities, leadership opportunities, or performance groups, look no further than UMBC, where there's something fun happening 24/7. Take it away, Maggie.
Thank you, Alex. Hi, everyone. My name is Magdonica, Maggie for short. And my first time visiting UMBC was actually during my junior year of high school. And right off the bat, I was amazed at the community and the interactions I saw here on campus, in addition to all the activities and the drive that the students had. And right there and then, I knew that UMBC was going to be a big contender of my choice of university. I'm not exaggerating when I say that there's always activities happening here on this campus any time of day. So what's it like being a retriever? Well, students here are interested in everything from food, culture, the arts, the athletics, anime, and so many other hobbies. You may also enjoy festivals, concerts, parties, open mics, and comedy performances at our campus-wide events such as Quad Mania and Homecoming. I attended Homecoming this year, and it was really fun to see the bonfire, the carnival, and even the puppy parade. I am part of the Filipino American Student Association, where we like to share Filipino culture and host cultural events where we perform. There are more than 250 other clubs and organizations here on campus, or you can even start your own. Our Student Events Board works hard to ensure that you have something to do at all times. There's no reason to sit in your room all weekend, even if you're just coming out for the free pizza. There's everything from movie nights to bus trips, bingo to karaoke. Life at UMBC is never dull. I love the sense of community that I've developed here with my fellow students. And not only is it easy to find something to do, it's also easy to find others who share the same interest. Back to you, Alex.
Wow, that is awesome, Maggie. There's so much to choose from. I loved hearing about how you found such a great connection with the Filipino American Student Association. And wow, that puppy parade at Homecoming looks incredible. I'm coming back next year for that one. Looks like you're having such a great time here. Thanks again for sharing your story, Maggie. Take care. All right, everyone, let's meet Arsh. He's a junior biology major on a pre-med track, but he's also taking full advantage of UMBC's amazing location right between Baltimore and Washington. From entertainment to internships, sports, and the entire Baltimore College Town network at his fingertips, Arsh has the inside scoop on everything the area has to offer. Arsh, please take it away.
Thanks for the introduction, Alex. Growing up in India, I was always fascinated by Hollywood, and especially the schools I saw on this big screen. I always had this dream of attending an American institute and experiencing the culture over there. In the fall of 2019, my dream came true. UMBC is nestled perfectly in the heart of the East Coast, with a number of transportation options at our fingertips. We're within a short distance of major cities such as New York, Philadelphia, and even the capital, Washington, DC. This makes it for a perfect spot for me. I have friends living in New York, and I visit them every chance I get because it's so easy to go to. I also love to visit DC and take photos with my friends there. In fact, I did a 25-year wedding anniversary photo shoot there during the Cherry Blossom Festival. As an international student, having the ability and the accessibility to visit such iconic places literally makes for a dream come true. In addition to such amazing places around UMBC, we're also in the center of a growing healthy economy which provides plenty of opportunities for employment and internships. We're in the ideal location surrounded by some of the world's biggest research institutes, which provides a great opportunity for many of our students here. Our region is perfect for fans of art, culture, and sports, and numerous other fun and fulfilling activities, not to mention a ton of other college students. UMBC really brings the world to you. No matter where you come from, or what major you choose, or even if you come here as undecided, you'll always find a home away from home here at UMBC. That's it from me. Take it away, Alex.
Wow, thanks Arsh for showing us around the neighborhood. It's amazing how many opportunities are within such easy reach of UMBC's campuses in Baltimore and outside of DC. It's hard to decide what to do first. Best of luck exploring it all, Arsh. Very well done. Take care. Now we're off to the Performing Arts and Humanities Building, aka the Pub, to meet Caitlin, a sophomore dance and political science major and a Linehan Artist Scholar. Some folks think of UMBC as a science and tech school, but Caitlin is ready to tell you and show you all about UMBC's amazing community of creatives. Caitlin, you are on.
Thanks, Alex. I've been dancing since I was 2 years old. I've explored the world of concert, competitive, and theatrical dance, so the choice to be a dance major was an easy one. Once I found UMBC's dance program, I immediately knew that I belonged in this welcoming community of artists. The arts are truly appreciated at UMBC, which is why I found the program was such a good fit for me. Something that really drew me in was the Dance Cube, which is a huge window wall studio that looks out over the campus. Being able to work in such a technologically advanced space with a spectacular view makes it so easy to find inspiration in your work. And artists in other disciplines, such as visual arts, theater, and music, can find just as many technologically advanced spaces in the Performing Arts and Humanities building and beyond. I have been extremely fortunate to be a Linehan Artist Scholar at UMBC, which allows me to pursue my dance major on a full scholarship. And although UMBC is typically known as a tech school, it might surprise you to find out how well-respected UMBC is in the arts community. Not to mention, the arts program here at UMBC isn't just a program, but it's a family. With cutting-edge facilities, scholarship opportunities, and wonderful professors, the UMBC arts program will give you an experience you won't forget. While I'm only a sophomore at UMBC, I have already gained so much experience working professionally as a dancer and an artist, and I cannot wait to see what the future may hold. Take it away, Alex.
Wow, imagine being on those stages. Thank you, Caitlin, for showing us around some of UMBC's beautiful spaces for performance and creativity. It's truly inspiring to hear about your work and see your art. Excellent job, Caitlin. Take care. Okay, next up we have Colby, a junior financial economics and computer science double major who also happens to have some serious school spirit. Colby is going to tell us about what it means to be a retriever, why True Grit is the best mascot ever, and get you truly hyped about black and gold. Colby, it's all yours.
Thanks, Alex. You know, back a couple years ago when I was deciding where to go to college, I really wanted to find a university that not only had great academics, but also had a welcoming community that really took pride in where they went to school. I found that at UMBC. I think a major part of why we as retrievers feel so connected and proud of our university is because of the experiences and traditions we all get to be a part of. And nowhere is this sense of connection greater than at our basketball games. I mean, sitting in the stands with my friends is just so much fun, what can I say? Whatever level of happiness I may be feeling at that moment is just taken to an absolute another level when the Down and Dirty Dog Band starts to play. They bring so much energy to every single game. You'll even see our mascot, True Grit, dancing around trying to get people excited. He's one of the best mascots around, and honestly, the games would not be the same without him. Speaking of basketball though, 2018, what an amazing year for UMBC. We as the 16th seed beat the #1 seed UVA. I mean, that was completely unheard of, and everybody was talking about this. We were talking CNN, Fox, ESPN, you name it, UMBC was on it. Though a lot of the headlines sounded different, they all shared one word in particular, and that word was history. We made history. UMBC's given me a lot. It's given me a great education. I mean, it's called an honors university for a reason. It's given me experiences that I will never, ever forget. And it's given me connections that I will have long, long after I've graduated. I guess what I'm really trying to say here is that if you choose UMBC, you will not regret it at all. That's my story. Back to you, Alex.
Thank you, Colby. You truly bleed black and gold. I can see why Retriever Nation has such a faithful following and why it's so fun to be part of the fandom at UMBC. Now that's a team to root for. Cheers, Colby, and go Dogs. Next up is Courtney, a junior biochemistry and molecular biology major who also is a standout on the softball field. This all-star is going to share her story of how she found a place that values her talents both in the classroom and on the field and offers the support to balance it all. It's all yours, Courtney.
Thanks, Alex. Hey, everyone. Growing up, I had the dream to play Division I softball while attending a school that let me focus on my academics. As soon as I visited UMBC, I knew it was the place for me. UMBC has given me the opportunity to study what I want while playing the game I love. In my 2 full seasons here, we won 2 America East Conference championships, making 2 appearances in the NCAA tournament. Our school is known for many other sports, including volleyball, 2-time reigning conference champions, swimming and diving, and of course, our basketball team. Not only do we excel on the field, but our school helps us excel in the classroom. Over the years, many athletes, including myself, have been awarded Elite 18 awards, Academic All-District and All-Americans, Conference Scholar athletes for their respective sports and overall, Conference All-Academic teams, as well as the National Athlete Honor Society. This couldn't happen without the support staff, including coaches, our trainers, advisors, and athletic director and company who work so hard to make UMBC the best environment to be successful on and off the field. They truly want us to be the student and student athletes. Not only does the staff support us, but so do our fellow athletes. We try to attend as many sporting events as possible to support each other and appreciate it when other students cheer us on as well. When committing here, it was extremely important to follow my intellectual interests while also playing softball. I found great success because of UMBC's supportive student-athlete atmosphere. And with that, I recommend UMBC to any athlete who doesn't want to sacrifice their academics just to play the sport that they love at a high level. That's my UMBC story. Back to you, Alex.
Courtney, you're truly a superstar. I'm so glad you found such a supportive community where you can explore your athletic talents and your long-term academic goals. It's awesome to know so many people are cheering you on in the stands. Bravo, Courtney. Let's head over to the Res Halls to meet Gabby, a senior computer science and game development major who is also a resident assistant in one of UMBC's living learning communities. Gabby is going to tell us all about how some of her best experiences have come from these close-knit communities. Gabby, we can't wait to hear all about it.
Thanks, Alex. Ever since I was a kid, I loved playing video games on various gaming consoles and devices with my friends. I couldn't stand not interacting with people, and I always felt a need to keep learning. To this day, these things have stayed with me, especially computers, learning, and people. Not so surprisingly, I'm now pursuing these passions at UMBC. I am an RA, or residential assistant, for the Honors College Living Learning Community, where I also spent my first year. Living Learning Communities, or LLCs, are places or floors in our housing communities where students can live with a more specific group of people with similar interests. UMBC's LLCs are focused on topics such as humanities, STEM, and women in technology, to name a few. The best part of this experience was living with like-minded people who are from all sorts of walks of life and have different ideas and values. We are forever united through the Honors College and as very academically focused students. Today, I live with more first-year honors students, and I get to help facilitate and form my own connections with them, and help them adjust to college life. UMBC offers all sorts of opportunities to live on campus and get to know people with similar interests, and really flourish in your completely different living environment. Getting to live with other people and participate in extremely fun events and bonding moments together really makes applying to LLCs worth it, and creates friendships that last throughout your entire college career and beyond. I really learned that who you end up living with makes a huge impact in your life. I found friends in this LLC who understand me and help me grow as a person. That's my story. Back to you, Alex.
That was awesome, Gabby. It feels like there's really something for everyone at UMBC, especially when it's so easy to find like-minded people to hang out with after class, talk about lifelong memories and friends, not to mention plenty of late-night snacks. Great job, Gabby. Next up is Juliana, a junior computer science and theater major, and also a tutor in the Writing Center. Now, Juliana is super smart and curious, so they're gonna tell us all about the amazing academic support system UMBC provides every single student. Don't be surprised if Juliana gets you excited about studying. You've been warned.
Thanks, Alex. Hello, everyone. Academics have always been a significant part of my life, but growing up as an autistic kid in a military family, I never really had the most consistent education. So when I started applying to colleges, I made sure to prioritize academic support and student disability services. Even from the first semester of my freshman year, it was clear to me that UMBC prioritizes its students. From math and science tutoring to peer-led study groups, it's never a challenge to find help for my more difficult courses. Whether I need one-on-one assistance or just have a quick question on a homework problem, UMBC's Academic Success Center always has what I need. And the support doesn't stop with technical courses either. UMBC has an amazing writing center. That's actually where I work. We help students at all stages in the writing process. Whether you need assistance with brainstorming or just want another pair of eyes to look over your final draft, we've got your back. And all of UMBC's tutoring services are offered both in person and online. And it's not just the tutoring staff who are amazing. I've yet to meet a professor who isn't willing to sit down with me and help me out. One of my former professors is even acting as my faculty mentor for a research project I'm working on. When I started at UMBC, I wasn't sure if I'd be able to keep up with the work. I didn't know if I'd be ready to make that shift to college-level material. I thought I'd be left all on my own to sink or swim. But looking back, I know I couldn't have been further from the truth. UMBC is, above all, a community that cares and is willing to put in the time and effort to make sure that every student has the chance to soar. Back to you, Alex.
Wow, Juliana, what an amazing story. Not only are you taking advantage of incredible resources like the Academic Success Center, but you're also helping other students succeed. What a rock star. Well done. Take care. Now we're gonna welcome Hannah, who earned her undergraduate degree from UMBC and is now pursuing her master's in community leadership. With all that time spent as a retriever, it's no surprise that Hannah knows this place inside and out. And so she's gonna share how best to take advantage of every experience. Hannah, you're up.
Thanks, Alex. When I first came to UMBC, I had no leadership experience whatsoever. Although I felt like I possessed the skills to be a leader in high school, I wasn't pushed to achieve my full potential. That wasn't the case at UMBC. After taking my first leadership position in the Persian Student Association, I met students from all different areas of study. This led me to join Greek life, to study abroad, and to play club soccer. Working with Refugee Youth Project in Baltimore was the most fulfilling part of my college career. Through these activities, I was introduced to the Student Government Association, and from there, my passion to make change motivated me to run for treasurer, and I won. This is where my connection to campus really exploded. I could walk into any classroom and know at least one person, whether that be student, faculty, or staff member. I expanded my network and had an incredible time doing so. I leveraged these connections my senior year to earn a part-time job as program assistant for financial literacy and education. After graduation, I was offered a full-time position for financial literacy at UMBC. Using tuition remission, I'm able to complete my master's degree in community leadership while staying connected to and serving the community that introduced me to my best friends and fostered an environment for my best memories. As my graduate studies come to an end, I will carry on a spirit of curiosity while pushing myself outside of my comfort zone as I continue my career in public service as a clinical psychologist. Back to you, Alex.
Amazing job, Hannah. It's clear to see why you love being a retriever so much. Thanks for giving us a peek at so many unique student clubs and orgs and inspiring everyone to get involved and explore every angle at UMBC. Cheers. Next up is Kara, who loved her undergrad experience so much, she's now back for her PhD in language, literacy, and culture. Kara was pretty much born a retriever. Most of her family went here. So she's got a special perspective on why students are such an important part of UMBC history. Take it away, Kara.
Thanks, Alex. My name is Kara Seidel, and I come from a whole family of retrievers. Not only did both of my parents go here, but my brother went here and works here. You may know him as the Twitter guy from UMBC's historic run in the NCAA men's basketball tournament. After graduating as valedictorian of my class, I went on to do my master's at another institution while working full-time. Now I'm back, as my family called it. I'm currently doing my PhD, and it's easy to see why people come back like I did, and why I missed it. Students have quite literally shaped UMBC's history, from the design of campus and how our pathways are literally paved based on where students walked, to intellectually, and how students dedicate and foster spaces for collaboration and democracy. We now have a Center for Democracy and Student Life, created by UMBC staff who are also alum. The center engages students from all major colleges on campus, and it all started from a classroom discussion. After doing my master's somewhere else, I realized an even more profound level of appreciation for the student-centered culture at UMBC. Though I started my doctorate during the pandemic, there were still numerous ways for students to collaborate and stay involved. A fellow student and I formed a Graduate Student Success Committee for the Graduate Student Association, dedicated to student well-being. As a campus community, we center student voice in a way that empowers co-creation, from students all the way up through administrators. And that's one of the many reasons why I love it here. Back to you, Alex.
Wow, Kara, that's true retriever spirit. I loved hearing about your journey, and how cool is it that students have literally designed elements of UMBC over the years. That is just amazing. Best of luck with your studies, Kara. Well done. Next up, we're heading to the labs in UMBC's spectacular new interdisciplinary life sciences building to meet Lauren, a senior biology major. She's here to share a story about the mentorship she's received as a student researcher and how that special faculty relationship has pushed her beyond what she thought she was capable of. It's all yours, Lauren.
Hey, thanks, Alex. For the longest time, I wasn't sure where I was headed on my career path. I loved biology, but I didn't know what my options were or what my degree could let me pursue. I wasn't aware of how many doors I could open for myself. It wasn't until my second year here at UMBC when I started to discover my interests. I joined a research lab and got to know the professor I was working for, Dr. Tamara Mendelsohn. She became a mentor for me and has been a strong influence and sense of encouragement while I've discovered my major's possibilities. She has made me feel welcome in her lab at all times by introducing me to her colleagues, and she continues to encourage me to apply to a number of different biology internships. In my most recent internship, I studied agricultural weed evolution, presented my research, and now I'm on track to have my work published in a scientific paper, which is something I never could have imagined possible in my undergraduate experience. The professors and staff here at UMBC are all about mentorship, hands-on research, and helping their students to be the best that they can. To sum it all up, if you feel like you don't know what you're doing, don't stress. Here at UMBC, research and career building is grounded in caring and encouraging student-mentor relationships. With a little help, you'll discover your passion. Good luck, you guys, and back to you, Alex.
What an amazing story. It was so cool to get a peek into what undergraduate research looks like at UMBC and to know how mentors can really make the difference. I love that you found your passion through that experience, Lauren. Great job. Take care. Next up, we have Logan, an athlete and a senior mechanical engineering major. She spent the last 2 summers learning how to be a flight test engineer with the Navy. How cool is that? Logan's gonna tell us all about it and how UMBC helped her find the opportunity in the first place. Logan, it is all yours.
Thanks, Alex. Hey, y'all. Growing up, I knew I wanted to be an engineer and play Division I college softball. Going through the recruiting process, many schools turned me away because of my difficult major. UMBC was one of the only schools that allowed me to do engineering and play Division I college softball. UMBC encourages exploration of all types and learning that gives students valuable experience beyond the classroom. Our Career Center and Shriver Center help students find great opportunities for service learning and internships. The past 2 summers, I've had the opportunity to intern as a flight test engineer for F-18s at NAVAIR in Patuxent River, Maryland. I've assisted in writing test plans, conducting flight tests, and I've presented results to a group of naval test pilots and engineers. This experience was amazing, and I plan to return to NAVAIR to learn more. Another great thing about UMBC is that you have so many job opportunities all around you. The campus is close to Baltimore, Washington, and even Philadelphia and New York. And because of our partnerships with so many great companies, students have easy access to unique opportunities to learn their fields. Our students complete amazing experiential learning experiences all across the country, putting what they've learned in class to work in internships, service learning programs, site-specific research, and more. I see myself mature and develop into an intelligent and confident young woman, and I'm so excited to see where my future leads me as an engineer. Throwing it back to you, Alex.
Thank you, Logan. What an amazing experience. It seems like UMBC's Career Center and Shriver Center are both really great at helping students find experiences where they can learn while doing. You've clearly got an amazing career ahead of you, Logan. Thank you and take care. Next up, we get to meet Mohammed, who's earning a master's in teaching English to speakers of other languages, or TESOL. He's going to tell us about his path to UMBC and how he's found a community that supports students at all stages of life. He's so inspiring, and I can't wait for you to hear his story. Take it away, Mohammed.
Thanks, Alex. Hey, everyone. After years of teaching English in my country, Egypt, I thought the right time had come to take my academic experience to the next level, regardless my age. So I searched for programs in different universities in the States, but I found UMBC the most accommodating since it believes in education at all stages of life. The university staff helped me throughout my application process, and it felt like I heard them saying, "Come and apply, Mohammed, we want you in the family." Then I got admitted to the master's program. The university provides programs centered in helping returning and late finishers like myself complete their degrees. At UMBC, you find professors who provide support and a friendly classroom environment. Even my colleagues never made me feel like an alien. They were eager to learn about my culture and let me mingle in theirs. This accommodating environment encouraged me to bring my family from Egypt. And the UMBC community helped me and my family to settle and guided me to enroll my daughter in a public school. This academic and personal support made me feel home away from home. The Career Center offers career fairs where you can find employers that help you learn more about your employment chances after graduation. And when it comes to preparation for real-world job and practical training, UMBC provides every possible means of support. It's great to be part of such a wonderful community that values my experiences. Throwing it back to you, Alex.
What an incredible journey, Mohammed. It's so inspiring to hear about what you've experienced at UMBC, and it sounds like you've got a really wonderful career ahead of you. Best of luck, Mohammed. That was absolutely excellent. Cheers. Now we're gonna meet one of UMBC's terrific student leaders. Nayla Benet is a junior global studies and Chinese major and also a humanities scholar. Whether you're interested in student government or finding ways of making change on or off campus, UMBC is well known for empowering students to become the leaders of tomorrow. The floor is all yours, Nayla Benet.
Thanks, Alex. When deciding what university I wanted to attend, I was stuck between two factors: diversity or community. I wanted to attend a university that not only felt like home, but that was diverse in its students and its perspectives. When I found UMBC, I was no longer stuck between one or the other, I had both. I love the way I've been able to make connections between my academic interests and my social life here, and I've been able to grow as a leader as well. UMBC allows for student advocacy, whether that be through student organizations like SGA, where I currently serve as the Vice President of Student Organizations, or if it's through writing op-ed pieces for the school newspaper about allyship and equity, UMBC creates an environment where I can enhance my advocacy and leadership skills, both socially and academically. Our leadership programs, such as Center for Democracy and Civic Life, help assist students in becoming stronger leaders both on campus and post-graduation. Through leadership retreats and seminars, students have access to all types of resources here on campus. Even if you are not in a position within SGA or you are unsure of how leadership manifests itself on campus, UMBC creates an open environment where all students can use their voice. Leadership here can mean anything from learning how to have a hard conversation, to volunteering in one's community, to instituting big changes here and beyond. For example, all students are able to apply and be active within the Student Government Association regardless of major or year. Additionally, there are plenty of chances for students to speak directly with faculty and administrators to voice their ideas and opinions. Whether you decide to take advantage of the wonderful opportunities here at UMBC or not, you will still have a great experience being a part of the Retriever community. UMBC supports its students every step of the way and equips us with the knowledge and confidence needed to prosper as alumni post-graduation. I can't fit all that UMBC student leadership has to offer in such a short segment, but I hope that you have the chance to experience it here in person at UMBC. That's all for me. Take it away, Alex.
Thank you so much, Nayla Benet. It sounds like there are a million ways to become a leader at UMBC and a community of folks with tons of resources to help students grow. Looks like you've learned a lot yourself, and we can't wait to see what you do next. Cheers. All right, now we're gonna meet Sandra, a student at UMBC at the universities at Shady Grove. Sandra is working on her master's in data science and is gonna tell us all about how Shady Grove, UMBC's campus near Washington, DC, has given her exactly what she needs to succeed in her growing field. Take it away, Sandra.
Thanks, Alex. Hi, everyone. As a working adult, I wanted to make sure that the graduate program of my choice provided me with the right resources, convenience, and academic excellence in order for me to succeed in my career change. UMBC is a wonderful, convenient, and supportive community, and it has been the right choice for me. I attended Shady Grove for my undergrad in business at the University of Maryland Robert H. Mead School of Business with a Kendall full tuition scholarship. I decided to come back for my master's in data science from UMBC. The data science and cybersecurity graduate programs have an outstanding faculty, supportive community, and academic excellence. I also obtained a graduate certificate in cybersecurity, which opens the doors for me in this field as well. USG's campus was an easy commute from work and home. The hands-on learning approach of my master's program has provided me with the right skills to be a competitive candidate in the job market. I completed many machine learning projects with real-life applications, and I'm currently working on my capstone project analyzing obesity data using machine learning models such as logistic regression and SVM. I was hired by a professional services firm, and I'm currently a cybersecurity consultant there. Women and minorities are highly underrepresented in demanding careers like tech. As a Latina in tech, career changer, and working adult, I would highly recommend UMBC's Shady Grove Professional Studies programs in data science, cybersecurity, and technology management, among others, because they speak directly to employee needs in expanding job sectors in Maryland and beyond. That's it for me, Alex. Back to you.
Wow, Sandra, it really does sound like you found exactly the right place at the right time in your community at Shady Grove, and it looks like you've got an amazing career ahead of you thanks to all the preparation you're getting through your programs there. Congrats, Sandra, and thanks for sharing your story. Next up is Sarah, a junior psychology major with a personal interest in helping people around her. Sarah is going to tell us all about her experiences with public research for the public good and why UMBC is so keen on making community-engaged research such a big part of students' lives. It's all yours, Sarah.
Thanks, Alex. Growing up, I always wanted to help people. Whether I was with my friends or doing a volunteer project, I always felt best helping people to get in a better position. I didn't know how to go into a community, learn about their needs, and address them accordingly until I learned about the power of community-driven, applied research. I love how UMBC embraces the inquiring minds of students and provides so many research opportunities to actualize our potential. I chose to study psychology to achieve my goal of effectively helping people by analyzing their environment and the adjustments that can be made to improve their well-being and productivity. I received a research opportunity from my wonderful academic advisor, and I worked with her for over a year to analyze the impact of COVID-19 on students' academic success. I'm also a McNair Scholar. It's a program that emphasizes research and graduate school education for underserved, low-income, and first-generation college students. Being surrounded by a supportive community that provides funding and other resources shows that success in research is achievable. Finding research in your discipline is only a click away. You'll be able to learn more about your field and what the needs are, and you'll be equipped with the tools necessary to elicit change wherever your education or profession takes you. My research experiences have given me the knowledge and confidence necessary to become an asset to my field and community. UMBC will help you learn your purpose, put your passion into action, add to your field's knowledge base, and make the world a better place. Back to you, Alex.
Thank you so much, Sarah. I loved hearing about how you've been able to take what you've been learning and really make a difference in the community with your research. It's amazing and such an inspiring way of combining your personal interests with your work. Thanks again. Now we'll meet Chwisi, a data science master's student at UMBC at the universities at Shady Grove. Chwisi has lived all over the world, but now that she's here, she's loving the amazingly diverse community UMBC offers and supportive groups like the Center for Global Engagement that have helped her along the way. Chwisi, the floor is all yours.
Thank you for the introduction, Alex. I'm from Paris, France, and I've always was interested in learning new languages and discovering the world. I've lived in Brazil, Spain, and here I am today, living and studying in the United States. I'm currently pursuing a master's degree in data science here at UMBC at the universities at Shady Grove. I'm living just 8 minutes from the campus, so it's very convenient to have the second campus closer to Washington, DC. At USG, the UMBC staff is very welcoming and organizes great events. Even last week, I attended an outdoor family movie night organized by UMBC. I enjoy being involved in campus activities to meet new people. I'm a part of the International Club, an intern at the Lab for Entrepreneurship, and I'm a global ambassador where I help international students feel welcome, ready to study, and a part of the community. I've also worked to help give prospective international students a better glimpse of all UMBC has to offer. UMBC is well known for having a diverse international campus. The students have the opportunity to study abroad for 1 semester or 1 year, and there are a lot of events and programs showcasing students' cultures, such as the International Week in November or in other ways throughout the year. Thanks to the UMBC program and the support of the Career Center and others, I feel well prepared to enter the workforce in the United States and to bring this unique perspective. That's my story. Back to you, Alex.
Merci beaucoup, Chwisi. Thanks again for sharing your story and for your work as a global ambassador. It's great to know that you're helping other international students find their footing at UMBC. It's an awesome story. Well done. Take care. Now we're gonna meet Thomas, a senior political science major and president of UMBC's national championship winning mock trial team. Thomas loves to cheer on Retriever athletics, but he's also gonna tell us about what it's like to compete on an intellectual sports team at a school where it's cool to be smart. Take it away, Thomas.
Thank you, Alex. When I came to UMBC, I didn't really know what I wanted to do. I knew that I liked politics and the law, but I wasn't really sure how I was going to make a career out of it. I got lucky and I found UMBC's mock trial team. Through mock trial, we compete against teams from all across the country in trial simulation activities. Students play witnesses and give testimony, or play attorneys and make arguments. And that's what I do most of the time. I'm also the team's president. I love that I'm able to compete on a successful intellectual sports team run entirely by student leaders and UMBC alumni, like our head coach, Ben Garman, class of 2013. I get to compete with a team full of people that have differing backgrounds, ideas, and majors, that all have a passion for advocacy just like I do. The wide variety of people in our program is one of the reasons why we're so good at what we do. In fact, we won a national championship this year. It's also so important to me that UMBC values our successes. We've been recognized by UMBC's president, professors who know how hard what we do is, and even the governor. Even the students at UMBC are always hyped and excited to see us do our best every year. At UMBC, it's cool to be smart. Here, I've learned how important it is to advocate for yourself and advocate for others, and how great it feels to get cheered on, which I do a lot of at UMBC's soccer games. I can't wait to apply the skills that I've learned and the passion that I've developed out in the world. Back to you, Alex.
That was amazing. It's so cool to see how everybody cheers each other on at UMBC. Thanks for sharing your experience with mock trial and as part of Retriever Nation, Thomas. I see big things ahead for you for sure. Thanks again. Next up, we're heading to UMBC's new Center for Wellbeing to meet Cindy, a junior statistics major who came to UMBC from South Korea. Cindy is going to tell us about the ways UMBC supports the whole student to make sure they feel healthy, welcome, and cared for. Cindy, you're up.
Thanks, Alex. Hi, my name is Cindy. I'm from South Korea, and I moved to Maryland about 5 years ago. When I was a child, I looked at the map and thought that I'd like to visit other countries and become a global person with diverse experiences. Thankfully, I have wonderful parents who always support my ideas actively and taught me to live independently. Coming to America was a very big challenge, but the support of my parents and my childhood dream motivated me. And I was happy to find a community at UMBC that I support all students. One example is the Global Ambassadors Program, a part of our wonderful Center for Global Engagement, which provides so many resources for students. As an ambassador, I can help other international students better understand university service, such as on-campus support for academic achievement, preparation for future job interviews, and on-campus employment. Last summer, I participated in a webinar and wrote a guidebook for new college students, including useful tips for adjusting American cultures about the difficulties that they faced in the past. That's just one way UMBC takes care of students. UMBC also offers space programming and staff support centers of wellness, spirituality, and health, including our brand new Center for Wellbeing.
And there are also endless exciting events throughout the year, including homecoming and the big carnival. Meeting new people and having fun gives me new vitality and motivation when I feel homesick. Not to mention, the UMBC community always welcomes me and makes me feel like family. UMBC always makes me feel welcome and supported me as a whole person. If you dream of becoming a global talent, come to UMBC and make your dream come true. Alex, back to you.
What a great story, Cindy. It's incredible to hear about how you found such a caring community waiting for you at UMBC. And to know that those resources really do cover all the bases, it makes all the difference in the world. Well done, Cindy. Thanks for sharing your story. Now we're heading over to UMBC's student-inspired coffee shop, Okamoka, to meet Zion, a senior media and communications studies major who has a serious entrepreneurial spirit. He's going to tell us all about the music label he started and all the folks at UMBC who helped him make that dream a reality. We can't wait to hear more, Zion. Please take it away.
Thanks for the introduction, Alex. Growing up in a military family, I've always had a sense of adventure. I'm a transfer student that's changed my major 3 times, and throughout my entire journey, UMBC has provided me with the guidance and support that I've needed to succeed. As a creative, finding that balance between following your dreams and making a living can be challenging. Thankfully though, UMBC champions great ideas and backs that up by helping students to pursue our unique entrepreneurial paths. I was inspired by the story of Okamoka, a coffee shop born in a UMBC classroom, and I felt empowered to pursue my own interests in the music and entertainment industry. Our Media and Communications department offers a wide variety of classes that help like-minded students to connect. It was in one of these classes where I met 2 friends who had helped create Nostalgia Noir Records. With the school's backing, Nostalgia has shot music videos, hosted talent showcases, and collaborated with local artists. I love how I'm able to truly bridge my academic interests with my future profession at UMBC. The Alex Brown Center for Entrepreneurship is a great on-campus resource. They offer workshops, panels, and contests for student entrepreneurs. Through their services, I have connected with professionals already working in the music world and gained valuable insights into the industry. So whether you're looking to start an independent record label, a community-driven coffee shop, or any other idea that drives you, UMBC will make sure you have the skills and connections that you need to succeed. Because of my time here, I feel ready to work towards my dreams and goals after graduation. And that's all for me, so I'm sending it back to you, Alex.
Zion, you are truly making it happen. Thanks for telling us about how you built your label. It's so inspiring. It's so cool to think that you can grow your ideas like that right here at UMBC. Best of luck with everything, Zion. Take care. All right, it's time to meet Levi. He's a junior English and Media Communications Studies major, and he's here to share his story of the terrific professors who have helped him along the way. It's no surprise that UMBC is consistently ranked highly for its caring professors, and Levi has experienced that firsthand. Levi, please take it away.
Thanks, Alex. Hi, everyone. Growing up in the small town of Cambridge, Maryland, I never gave much thought to college or even what I wanted to study. I was homeschooled at a young age and then attended a small, tight-knit high school. Feeling like I really know the person teaching me and that they know me in return has always made a world of difference in my education. UMBC has been perfect in fulfilling that requirement for me. I've taken big lectures with hundreds of other students, and I've also taken discussion-based courses with just 5 other people. Either way, I've noticed that professors from the whole range of class sizes show genuine care for their students. They keep open office hours where they're ready to talk about class materials. Some even let you stop by just to hang out and talk about life. I remember venting about my first year troubles to my Spanish teacher who listened intently. I even remember seeing a professor freestyle rap for his students before an exam. There are even a couple professors whose classes I've been able to take every semester since my first year. I've been able to see these professors' growth and development just as they've been able to see mine. UMBC consistently ranks highly in undergraduate education and innovation, and this wouldn't be the case without their attentive faculty. Whether it's through direct mentorship, setting up internship connections, or just being around for you, they go above and beyond for their students. I came to UMBC as an undecided major, and that was intimidating. But my professors were ready to meet me where I was and help guide my growth as an individual. Each day, they provide an example of who you can aspire to be as an academic and as so much more. That's my bit. Back to you, Alex.
Thank you, Levi. That was great. It's always good to know you have folks looking out for you and to have professors who understand you and find opportunities for you to grow as a person. It's really, really special. Best of luck with everything, Levi. Take care. All right, everyone, look who decided to show up and say hi. This is True Grit, the mascot at UMBC. True Grit is amazing. What a great tour of UMBC and both its Baltimore and Washington area campuses. No matter where your interests lie, it feels like you can truly explore every angle and really be yourself here. I want to thank all our great students for sharing their stories and showing us what life is like as a retriever. UMBC truly is a welcoming community and a special place. Now, it's up to you all to learn more about UMBC for yourself, and we hope to see you on campus real soon. Cheers, everyone, and go Dogs! Woof, woof, woof! Great job!